Welcome to Two Track Tombstone with me, Jay Tombstone. Not to be overly dramatic, but this may be the last edition of Two Track Tombstone. But it's all good. Everything's good. I have made a proposal to WHIV for a radio show to Andrew Ward, who is the current only employee at WHIV, and he's the station manager. And I proposed a show where I would highlight events in human rights advances and events of the 20th century, and then play music from the time that those things happened. And that's going to be voted on by the board next month. So for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to go ahead and do a show as that, a 2-hour show where I highlight events, and I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do it yet, but I'm thinking like I'm going to break it down into like 4 30-minute segments and like do like one event for the first half hour. And I need to work on like a calendar, so I'm highlighting certain things at certain times, highlighting events. Anyway, so I'm going to spend a lot of time on that now. And so I may not get around to my two-track tombstone, but I'm not going to erase these episodes, and I think they'll stay on Spreaker, I think, even if I cancel Spreaker. Or if I wouldn't cancel my account, but I might stop the little payment, my little advance thing, maybe. And I don't know exactly what that would do, but I think all the stuff I've done on here, I just wouldn't have access to my whole little, it's big of a music library anymore. Something. I don't know. But for now, I'm going to stay on Spreaker for at least a few months. We'll see how the radio thing goes. But I'm going to continue, kind of treat this as my farewell to Two Track Tombstone. And anything, when it's ending and you're happy about it, you deserve a little cake. I love that song almost as much as I love Cake itself. I love that song. So, right now in my life, I don't remember when I did my last podcast, but I've quit the radio station. I've quit working for Intercom. I got a job at Gardner Realty doing account management for foreclosed properties. Which isn't an exciting job, but it's 9 to 5. It's a decent schedule and it pays well. And it leaves my evenings open to hopefully do a little work, volunteer or paid, whatever, at WHIV, which I just want to get in there. I don't care if it's volunteer. I don't care if it's working. I just feel passionate. I feel like I should be at WHIV radio doing something right now. I feel I should be already there. I just feel it. Yeah. So, but at this point, I've done all I can do. I'm having my Oprah, the moment I release all her Color Purple moment, where you're like, I'm just gonna release it. I've done all I can do. And hope for the best. Anyway, the next song I'm going to play is the song I play at the end of I like to play at the end of every Gay J's play-by-play, but we fight about it. I don't always get it played because I think it's just a fun goodbye song. But these podcasts are still here. They remain. You can go listen to old ones, and I might pop in a new one every now and then. But for right now, I need to spend time focusing on producing an actual, what I want to do, 2-hour show that highlights events in human rights history of the 20th century, and then music from that time. So anything from 1900 to 2000, any music that was recorded in that time is open for, interpretation and something that went along with that song, or maybe just like, as the March in Selma happened, what was the top 40 song? What was the number one song that week? That kind of thing. As always, I love you for listening. Oh, I'm not out yet, though, because I've still got my song to play. This 2-track tombstone, we've only played one. This is by my lifelong idol, Boy George. This is Satan's Butterfly Ball. The song is actually about the death of Lee Bowery. He wrote a few songs about the death of Lee Bowery. This one is definitely dedicated to Lee Bowery from Boy George. This is Satan's Butterfly Ball.
What's disturbing about distortion? The agenda isn't beauty or ugliness. I mean, that's all your ideas.
Running down the street, screaming for attention, chokers lips and padded hips. Everybody's laughing, but you don't care. You're sick and you're twisted, irreverent, so beautiful. Look at me, don't stare. I'm already out there. Goodbye, butterfly. Goodbye, Satan's child. You got no shame. Enemies, blood, cocaine, caviar and piss. Disco monster terrorist, hanging in the tape with Turner and Van Gogh. Tell me, pretty fat boy, is there something you don't show? Look at me, don't stare, 'cause I'm already up there. Goodbye, butterfly. Satan's child. We love the big girls with tattoos on their wrists, sweet boys with lost eyes and big red lips. Give me sadness and badness, don't ever bring me around. Elevator going up, reality is a come down, down.
What's disturbing about distortion?
So the next podcast will be for me. It'll be just kind of a pilot episode, just a first attempt, just doing it on my own by Spreaker, um, of what my new show is going to be. The little show in human rights history with music. We'll see how this goes. Wish me well, and I love you for listening. My 2-track Tombstone audience. I didn't even get the number. I meant to look at the number. Well, I'm in no rush now. I can just chill out, right? So I can do this little thing and open up another tab and look at my Spreaker and see how many unique listeners I have in my to my little podcast here. 1,278 unique users have listened. 12,518 plays of my little podcast. I think that's wonderful. And I wish you all well. I love you for listening. I'll see you on the next edition of 2-Track Tombstone. No, I won't. Or maybe not. I'll see you somewhere. I love you for listening to 2-Track Tombstone with me, Jay Tombstone.